What's going on? We got ourselves some Untitled Art along with JBC coffee roasters. This one is La Lorinda Coffee Stout. And it is a milk stout, which just means it has milk sugar, like lactose or some shit. It's a hefty 12% right there. We're just gonna crack this bitch. Let's give that a little pour there. Yeah, look at that motor oil. Wow, that's fragrant. Definitely some coffee. It's got some roastiness. There's also some sweetness on top though. Wow, that is stout, but it's very creamy in the mouth, like chewy, and it's like a smooth coffee with like some semi-sweet chocolate. And almost like it's almost like there's like some cinnamon bark or something in there, but there's no cinnamon in there. I don't know. It is really good though, and has a long finish. It just lingers in the mouth. Nice coffee stout though, and I think the sweetness is very appreciated in this one. All right. Let's get to the shave. So, it's time to get fucking kinky. First Canadian shave. And this one's Kink. And this one's one of our friend Justin McIntyre's favorites. I think the dude of shaving really liked this shit too. But, Kink, look at that label. I need to get me one of those, man. Spice it up around this bitch. So, let's take a whiff, huh? Okay, so this is one of those kind of like dark and mysterious scents. It's unquestionably masculine. I don't think you could. I don't want to smell this on a woman. It's definitely leather. Like there's no two ways about it. It's definitely leather. So it says there's like coffee and tonka and cedar, and vetiver, but really I think those are blended pretty well. But you get the point with those scent notes that it's gonna be like dark, warm, smoky. I mean, you fresh boys, you fresh boys better just turn the other fucking way. I mean, run the other fucking way. Oh, it smells great though. Honestly, it's deep, dark, and mysterious, and it does smell fucking fantastic. It's a winner for me. So we got some loaded up into the bowl there. It was a very soft soap, very pliable. I mean, it just spreads around like butter. We got our Lancaster bowl there. And then we have our 3 black boys that I had in the tub. 3 black boys, 1 tub with its mouth open. So we got the Club's Black Skin Food. We have the Supply Razor in the matte black on the 3 plate with a Schick Proline P30 blade. Our Wolf Whiskers black and silver kind of swirl there. You can see it in the light. And a little Black Wolf synthetic topper. And that's that. That's the shave. Let's get a little swig here. Alright. Wolf Whiskers brush. We got a little bit of distilled water here. And then just put that off to the side. Wring it out. And let's get started. So. Oh man. There's some pretty cool fucking videos today. I watched one of my new favorites. Carlitos Shaves. I really like that guy. He has music playing in the background. He's got kind of like a heavy accent, I suppose. At least compared to what I'm used to. And I just like the vibe of the channel. I think he does pretty well, constantly moving forward while he does his thing. Because sometimes, there could be like dead air and shit. And I think he does pretty well of just like constantly moving it forward. So it basically just absorbed that first bit. It just took it all in. I'm gonna add a little bit more water, see what we can do here. I always try to use about, I'm eyeballing it, obviously, but I try to use about the same amount of soap. I use the same spoon to scoop it out every single shave, the same little sample spoon, my little ice cream sample spoon. And I just try to fill up the scoop and call it good. So it looks like we're getting something now. I think it could take some more though. I'll just give it another little splash. And I'm betting that'll probably do it. So, yeah, Carlitos Shaves. Check them out. I'll definitely be putting a little mention in the description so you guys can reference that when you go to look them up. I think it's a lot of time. It's very time consuming putting all the stuff in the video description. It's very time consuming putting an actual link. So I think if you're interested, I feel like you could. I'll do half the work by putting the correct spelling of the channel in the description, and you can do the other half by typing that into the search bar. I mean, we'll just meet in the middle. Cause I could hunt down the full length, but I mention different channels all the time. It's just a pain in the ass, and I'm a little bit lazy and strapped for time, so that's just where we're gonna have to meet in the middle, alright? But don't let that stop you from checking anybody out, because they all deserve a watch. Their channels are very, very good. All of them are better than mine. Every single shaving channel out there is better than mine, and I wish you would go check them out. Alright, so we got ourselves good lather. I'm just gonna splash the face with some cold Welsh water, like Flash Boredom says. Get some of that cold Washington water. Alright. Or like the weirdos say Washington. Where's the R in wash? It's not Washington. It's Washington. I've never understood that one. The scent strength on this is probably just medium. Just 5 out of 10. It's not kicking like a fucking donkey. It's just about 5 out of 10. I really like the feel of this too. I think I created a well-hydrated lather for sure. It took 3 water additions, and I could just tell. I know my lighting is pretty shit for this, but I could just tell. It's not the densest stuff. I'd say it's probably about medium density. It's definitely low structure though. But it feels like it has a weight to it. Not like the heaviest soap I've ever felt on my face, but it feels like it has a weight to it. And I appreciate that. It just paints on so smooth. Maybe it's just the wolf whiskers knot, that the black wolf knot that feels so soft. But it paints on real nice. Alright. Let's get to shaving. So, another channel, and an early supporter of my channel, Guy Solis from Gentleman's Edge and the Shaving Chronicles now. He's doing the Shaving Chronicles now. But he tells stories, you know, all the time. And they're usually pretty good. And he'll also enjoy a nice Guinness Extra stout. And so he was telling his story, and when he got done, he said, I want a few of you fellas to do a little story time of your own, you know? And he tagged me and I think Nomeo, maybe? I can't remember. But he tagged me. And it's been a couple days now. I was trying to think of some different interesting stories. Funny stories. And so I'll go ahead and tell kind of a weird, puzzling one first. So one day I got off work, came home, and my wife said that a package was here for me. And I work at the post office, the United States Postal Service. I know, don't unsubscribe. And I buy stuff all the time, so I have like the apps on my phone for the USPS. I have the UPS app, I have the FedEx app, and I have like a third-party app that kind of tracks all of them combined. And I was not expecting a package, and I had no internationals pending either. So I was like, what the hell is going on? That stuff was slick, by the way. I just blew right through that first pass on the most aggressive plate. Smooth, slick. That medium density kind of gives it a nice cushion. Can't complain whatsoever. Anyhow, back to the story. So, I got this package. I look on top, and it's sent from my buddy Corey. Corey the Chief, Shaving with Chief. And I was like, oh, fuck. I was like, I just sent this guy some fucking thank you items, and he's pulling on me, where you can't accept a gift without trying to give a gift back, you know? And, so I crack this thing open, you know, I'm all kinds of excited. Wow. Look at that leather. I never actually replay my videos because I don't care that much. But, I wonder if it picks up how nice that looks. I could probably, like, wring it all out and paint it on to one huge Santa Claus beard, but I don't care that much either. Anyhow, back to the story. So I crack it open, and it's packaged very nicely, and what's inside is a book. So automatically, I go from hard to soft. And I'm like, what in the fuck is Corey trying to say here? It's like an educational book on brands, like branding and marketing. And on the cover, everybody's wearing like a piece of clothing, like a sweater, or they got their backpack on, and everybody has like a different brand name on it. Like one of them says like Facebook, and the other one has Nike, and one of them has like Doritos and Pepsi, and I'm thinking like, what the fuck is this? And what could he possibly think I want from this? So I hit him up, saying, hey man, did you have a package headed my way? And I was thinking it was an accident, because I figured Corey mentioned being like going back to school. And I'm thinking it was an accident. So I hit him up and he said, no, I didn't send anything your way. And I'm like, alright, well, you want to explain this? Thinking that maybe he's just, yanking my chain. Nope. He's like, I've never seen that before in my life. And I was like, okay, well, it has your name as the sender, my name as the recipient. So, what's going on here? He has no idea what's going on. It looks like I took the head off that pimple there. There is a bump there. It's no big deal. He had no idea. I have no idea. And he just so happened to be talking with Jack from the Virtual Groomroom on the time, at the moment, when I contacted him. So we kind of got in like a three-way video chat. And we are trying to figure out this fucking box. And we're just brainstorming ideas of what the hell could, have possibly happened here. Corey says he did not send it, So I peeled it was in like a packing invoice. Like a sleeve with a sticky backside that you could just like you could just put your like printout with the tracking label inside that little plastic sleeve. So I pulled that off, and underneath was another label, and that label we were able to kind of decipher the recipient of that one, because the original one came from the bookstore, and then it went to this mystery guy. So then we got this mystery guy, and I tried. The first label kind of peeled off some letters and numbers, but we kind of pieced it together. Jack did like a quick like Facebook search of this guy. The dude was Corey's neighbor, or at least lived really close. His address was really close to his address. So we're thinking if Corey threw some packaging outside, this guy could have like dug through his trash maybe, and looked at both of our addresses. And the other thing was that he was a military guy. So we're like, what in the fuck? It's like the Onion to this mystery had so many layers. And we were just trying to figure out what the fuck. Why did this package end up on my doorstep? Why did this package have mine and Corey's names on it? The only thing I could think is that this guy was trying to do what we call like postage fraud, where people they will attempt to steal postage to get their packages shipped for free. And that's the only thing that I could come up with, and the guy just botched the job. Instead of the only thing I don't understand about this is that even if you're doing postage fraud, it's like you want to put yourself as the recipient, not some random guy. You want to put yourself as the recipient. So I look up this package to see okay, I look up the tracking number. The tracking number says that it was sent and delivered a month prior. So it was like a reprint label slap on to someone else's package. It said it was a small flat rate. Now the person delivering it should have noticed that this was not a small flat rate priority box. It was a customer provided box. And it wasn't small. And so the delivery the carrier should have realized that, but I guess he didn't. And it's just like the whole thing was a mystery, and basically it went unsolved. It went unsolved, but there were some interesting developments along the way. And I just figured we all got a laugh out of it, but definitely an interesting one. And then I wanted to share another one. This one was just from yesterday at my baby nephew's birthday party. We were there, and one of the parents was talking about how their toddler, she could just tell that the kid's gonna grow up to be a renegade. Like, why is that? Yeah, oh man, he just doesn't listen, and he just does things that, confound me. Okay. Sounds like, all toddlers. Nothing about that really gave me enough backstory to believe your child is going to be a renegade. Anyhow, about 45 minutes later, we had all served ourselves and we're all kind of like sat down outside by the tables and eating. I'm gobbling away, sitting in my lawn chair, and I look up, and this kid is standing on the porch, facing out. There's other people, like, underneath the porch, eating, facing out as well, and we're all kind of like in a big circle, more or less. This kid is standing on the porch, drops his trousers down around his ankles, and just starts peeing right over the top of people's shoulders. Like, there are people to the left of him eating, people to the right of him eating, and this guy just drops trow, faces inwards towards the circle, and just fucking starts peeing right off that fucking deck. And I'm just like, I'm like, yo, look at your boy. The fucking renegade. Did not give two shits or a fuck. Oh my god, that was funny. I had one more, but we're pretty much done with the shave. I'll tell it on another video. But yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. So there you go, guy. There's a couple stories. More to come in the future. Oh, fuck yes. And this is another amazing scent. I would say this one's more wearable than Kink. This black, you could probably actually wear out, like in the night with the fellas, poker night, or just a night with some cigars and drinks. I can see this one working, going to the like fucking cigar lounge or the casino or some shit. It's another dark fragrance, but this one's a little bit more wearable, a little bit more. It's still very, very masculine, but it's a little bit more wearable and approachable, whereas Kink is like, this is for that certain kind of fucking night where you're gonna get all fucking leathered up and get the ball gag out. Alright, and of course, the Club Annie, their aftershave splashes are fucking fantastic, so. Alright, that was a damn fine shave for show. Here we go. First Canadian shave, Kink. I think this was a fantastic soap. First impressions are that this shit is the shit. I can see why this is Justin's, one of his favorites, that brand. And I'm happy to have another fantastic Canadian-made artisan in my den. Really, I'm starting a growing collection. Tallow and Steel, Purely Skinful. Now I got First Canadian. I guarantee you I have more, but they're just fucking Garv. Now when I'm at work and I ask for people's credit card, I say, can I get your card? I'm just trying to be like Justin, man. He's just, he's just so fucking cool. Alright, we got the Lancaster bowl. We got the fucking Wolf Whiskers custom here with that nice black and silver. Nice little soft synthetic knot. And we got the supply injector. Great razor. This was gifted to me from Jack at the Virtual Groomroom, and I fucking love this thing. I love the heft. I love that it's not as bulky as I thought it was going to be. It's still very nimble, but it has heft and it feels substantial. Great shaver. Alright. We will finish where we started with the coffee milk stout, 12%. This stuff was fantastic. Cheers. Have a good Saturday. Have a good weekend, fellas.